All Minecraft YouTubers are known as the most wholesome, respectful, and amazing people on Earth. Except these ones who got caught cheating! This is exclusively for entertainment, and I'm not remotely seriously trying to expose anyone. Don't leave any stupid comments on these people's videos, okay? And stick around, because there's probably a couple of these you haven't heard of. But let's start with this little YouTuber who did speedruns with his friends during COVID. Let me set the scene. Dream was streaming some speedruns on Twitch for fun, but another speedrunner named Minecravenger thought his drop chances were weirdly high. So he collected data from across all of Dream's speedrunning streams and found that the drop chances were, in fact, weirdly high. Then he tweeted his findings. He only spotted this because he was later found to be cheating in the exact same way, but anyway, this prompted speedrun.com to launch an investigation.
Even giving Dream the benefit of the doubt as much as possible, as moderators, there's no real option other than to deem these runs as illegitimate.
Using binomial distributions, they determined that the odds were
1 in 7 trillion. Which, as you may notice, is still a ridiculously large number.
Dream initially denied it for months, even going as far to hire this random professor to defend him. He repeatedly claimed his game was not modified, and the math was in fact wrong.
Clearly just trying to pad together enough maths that a surface reading of it gives a reasonable amount of doubt that maybe Dream genuinely got those results from a normal version of Minecraft. Not only that, but it's missing a closing bracket.
But several months later, after most people had kind of moved on, Dream posted a paste bin saying he did it.
I ended up finding that I had actually been using a disallowed modification.
Now, obviously it's still his fault, but generally he seems to have learned from it. The same can't be said for another much funnier speedrun cheater. Flowbee was in a call with a speedrun moderator named Crystal when she left to make toast. While she was gone, he found a really good seed, but he made a tiny little mistake that ruined his run, where he should have opened a chest that he didn't. When Crystal got back, Flowbee decided to brag about the seed that he found, so naturally she asked if he'd submit it to the leaderboards. Flowbee said yes, despite knowing full well he did not have a full run of this seed. So he just ran it again. This was insane because the entire point is he's doing the random seed category, where you don't know anything about the seed before you play it. But he submitted it anyway. This run instantly drew a lot of suspicion, especially because it would have been pretty high on the leaderboards.
From this point, where Flowbee is making the decision of which direction to go, you can't see any more fortress in that direction. But for some reason, Flowbee ignores the left and goes forward, where once he's a bit further, he sees a blaze spawner. This is suspicious, but not incriminating.
But Flowbee denied faking it. Then, the mod team reviewed his logs, which proved he'd played the same seed multiple times. Flowbee eventually apologized, and here's the insane part, said it's because he had a crush on Crystal and just didn't want to be embarrassed by messing up his Minecraft speedrun. Meanwhile, she had a girlfriend! To be honest, this guy's not even really a YouTuber, but it was so funny I had to include it anyway. You almost feel bad for him, but apparently he was also kind of just like a weird guy, and he seems to have faked a bunch of other runs along with this one. Genuinely hope he's grown since then. But YouTubers have cheated in more ways than just speedrunning. Doly was a pretty big PvP YouTuber in his time. He was arguably the #1 axe player in the world, and he's buddies with a bunch of famous YouTubers too. At least until...
Huh? What the? Dude, the admin's back.
Now, what? This stream took place on a server called MCPvP. The anti-cheat plugin, Vulcan by the way, goat anti-cheat, was sending lots of alerts that Doly was using a hack called Velocity, which makes you take less knockback. So, a staff member teleported to him and froze him to investigate. But instead of cooperating, Doly didn't do jack shit for 2 minutes and just logged out, which was very suspicious, and he was banned on the spot. After the situation, one of the moderators, who also happened to be a YouTuber, made a video very decisively proving Doly cheated, even going as far to interview the developer of the anti-cheat. This video got quite a lot of views, especially relative to how big Doly was, and he was forced to respond. Okay, they're all in the damage control call. They're figuring out what the f they're doing. Dr. Donut!
The hot?
The entire server!
Dream?
Bro!
Mr. Beast?
Oh.
Oh. What?
How many people does it take to write a script, bro? But, the response was kind of ass.
I got banned on a small server called MCPvP because I showed up in logs and refused to screen share it when asked to.
That's not true.
When we freeze people, we don't ask people to screen share. We ask them to open a senior inquiry ticket.
And the truth is, I have used hacks in Minecraft. I have, however, not cheated in any of my uploaded videos, events, or other people's videos.
This also appears to be a lie. There's clips like this where he really seems to be hitting someone from farther than he should be able to, and these are taken from his own videos. This one specifically is of him fighting another YouTuber named Sharpness. Funny enough, Sharpness asked for Doly's footage, and he said he lost it. So how did this bitch upload this video? Almost as if he didn't want Sharpness to see something in the uncut footage.
No other YouTubers have made videos about them using hacks from time to time as well, like I did. Only difference is that they did it for entertainment, while I did it behind closed doors and never decided to tell anyone about it.
This is actually the dumbest fucking point. He just randomly brought up that other YouTubers sometimes cheat in their videos for content, but they're honest about it. Okay? The second half of the video is him talking about death threats or whatever, which is obviously not okay. We all agree, bro. I don't necessarily want to blame Doly for being manipulative because I'm not inside his head. It could have just been like a kind of poorly formulated apology. I don't know. The only case Doly is 100% confirmed to have cheated is the one instance on MCPVP, but I think there's a solid chance he cheated against Sharpness and maybe a couple other instances as well. I don't know. I'm not a PvP expert, but it just looks weird. If you scroll down to the comments of this video though, there's another YouTuber talking about how he had a cheating scandal of his own. And it is so much worse. And real quick, we are getting very close to 200k, so I'd really appreciate it if you subscribed. Rice Farmer 11 is a PvP YouTuber who is suddenly banned from Hypixel out of the blue. But maybe this shouldn't have come as such a surprise.
Rice is very clearly using hitboxes. Hitboxes allow you to hit a player when your crosshair isn't on them directly, but is located somewhat close.
Rice responded to this at the end of one of his videos.
If you didn't know, if you swing your sword over the player and flick off of them, visually, the hit looks like it registers later, client side.
But Blasolic doubled down. Then, out of the blue, Rice goes nuclear.
Close your eyes, you'll be here soon. Itchy knees and...
Not only has he been botting with a fake account for months and somehow trying to expose Hypixel doesn't care, I don't know, there's some whole plot line there. He's been doing it 9 other times! And to put the icing on the cake, he just admitted it! He just admitted all of it anyway! Anyway, now he has a startup, so that's fun. Hope it succeeds. Genuinely looks useful, like reposting shorts to other platforms. Damn, dude. But Rice wasn't the only Hypixel YouTuber to have a cheating scandal. He's not even the most famous. Luvonox absolutely blew up from his videos where he clutches against blatant hackers in Bed Wars. But one day, a video was posted by a channel called Hypixel SS. Hypixel SS, creator of such amazing videos as Dream is Actually Attractive.
It would be very disappointing if Luvonox's hacker clutches were all faked, right?
Right?
Basically, he's arguing that this person, Reza, is friends with Luvonox and plays the hacker in all his videos. The evidence was honestly relatively weak.
Here's the account _C18_. It was used in his most viewed hacker clutch. We can see similarities such as the Ender Pro, the bottom right, and the Diamond Boots, and then Iron Boots combo, seen also on the accounts Reza and Flowbee.
But Luvonox, props to him, was honest about it. He made a tweet addressing all of it. Naturally, because he told his friend to cheat against him in public games of Bed Wars, he'd lost his YouTube rank. And for a while, that was the end of that. People kind of thought his life was ruined over his Minecraft cheating scandal and he was never coming back, never seeing the internet again. But like a year later, he made a really heartfelt apology.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. Some of my hacker clutches were indeed fake.
He seems to be in a better place now. But there's actually another situation very similar to this, except with a YouTuber that is 10 times his size. ShotGunRaids was another Hypixel Bed Wars YouTuber at one point, and he was in Minecraft Monday with Technoblade back in the day. But one day, he started a random, kind of suspicious new series. The first video is him catching a streamer hacking on his Minecraft server, although weirdly, he doesn't take the chance to promote the server. Strange, but okay. The second episode has him catching another... That's the same person. In fact, the next 5 videos have the exact same cheater that he's catching. This guy's another YouTuber, and he's in every single thumbnail. Like, bro's not even trying to hide it. He doesn't even have a Minecraft server. The only indication that these are supposed to be real streamers is the last couple episodes have a static sub count. Not a chat, nothing. It's so transparently fake. You might as well just admit it. But to be fair, it's for entertainment, and it's not hurting anyone. I just thought it was silly. And it's faked for a good cause. How is he supposed to upload consistently without faking if he has a girlfriend? Me too, bro, but I still upload.
Hi.
You know who doesn't have a girlfriend?
Hello everyone, PrestonPlayz here. If you're watching this, I am dead.
Like, bro. Anyway, here's someone much more wholesome. Beppo is your kind of average hardcore YouTuber with 1 million subscribers. But in one of his older videos,
man, if only I had a machine that could break a 100 by 100 bedrock. Oh, look at that. I already spent 20 hours of my life building it. You're welcome.
This bedrock glitch doesn't exist. There's not a single bedrock breaking glitch on Earth that can clean cut an entire chunk of bedrock like that.
Pause at 246 and you'll see there's only one layer of bedrock to break. Very suspicious.
That's not how the nether roof works! So anyway, Beppo's innovative new glitch called /fill was comparable to inventions like fire in terms of its ingenuity and genius. But this story has a happy ending. I asked in his Discord about it, and he said this. I appreciate you saying something to me first, but honestly, that's not news. In the description, I say it's faked. I've already explained in the past that that's why I purposely died in that world, because I had some faked stuff. That's why I created the new hardcore series that isn't fake. So fair enough, keep up the good work, Beppo. I mean, seriously, you've been killing it, dude. PrestonPlayz is a Christian Minecraft YouTuber who has a wife and also apparently killed her, who had a wife. Along with killing his wife, he also faked a bunch of world records.
See, they tried to beat a record set by my friend MinuteTech, fastest time to tame a horse, which they did by 10 seconds, but when I watched the video, I noticed they didn't tame the horse. When you tame it, you see hearts.
There's hundreds of other examples of this kind of thing. It's pretty cut and dry. I won't bore you. You can watch Jaren's video if you haven't already. But it's also for kids content and it genuinely just does not matter. After Jaren posted his video explaining how Preston fakes his records, the words "Yeah, Jaren" were banned in his Discord server.
Okay, that's not fully true. After watching my video, this kid just sent a whole paragraph hating on them.
I'm sorry for all the Jaren clips, but to be fair, I'm literally just summarizing his videos, so I don't know what you want me to do. I have a personal history with this one. So, like 1.5 years ago, I made a video called How Hardcore Minecraft Videos Became Fake, and I included this clip.
It's another time. Now, while I'm here, oh, I spawned on another floor.
Why did he spawn so far from the portal? This guy's videos are irrationally funny to me. Okay, so at the start he says this.
I'm doing this in hardcore mode, meaning if I die, I lose all my progress and the challenge.
But then later on, this mysteriously happens.
Yo, this... Okay, please, bro, please.
Now let me play that back a little bit slower.
Okay, please.
You can call it lag if you want, but he literally hearted a comment saying it's fake. And since that video, Rasplin has not responded. He blocked me on Twitter and then he unblocked me again. And he also wildly coped at VidCon when I made a joke about it. I would message him to ask for his perspective, but I have to be verified because he set his DM setting that way. This is the least serious instance of cheating ever. It's just really funny. I don't normally get this close to making drama videos. I just find them lowbrow, unnecessary, and oftentimes genuinely harmful. This was meant as a super lighthearted video where I talk about really old cheating situations that do not matter. Except Daquavis. I know how to pronounce his name right, I'm just choosing not to. Anyway, subscribe for my next video where I start editing like this.
Oh my god!
And have a great rest of your day. If you're new here and you enjoyed this video, you might enjoy this one on screen. It's a compilation of some of my other Minecraft history videos. So what do you think?